First off, I didn't see your message, Don. Otherwise, I would have obviously replied to that. I did see your message in one of my videos though, so here I am. I'm going to do it different than everyone else though. I'm not going to stand here for 10-15 minutes making you lot look at this. So you can thank me for that. I'm going to do it from behind the camera, and it'll be a lot quicker because I don't personally like long videos. So it'll just be a really quick one. I started with all this as a kid, growing up just absolutely loving spiders. Well, all animals, but especially spiders. Absolutely adored them. Used to love going out and finding them, in old garages and whatnot. And every house I lived in, there'd always be a Boris, an house spider in a corner somewhere that I'd go out and catch flies for. And our UK house spiders and whatnot, and outside garden spiders, they were pretty much what you had. There were no online stores and very few pet shops. But eventually, pet shops started popping up, selling tarantulas, which comes on to question 2. My first tarantula were a salmon pink bird eater. I bought her from a pet store. As an adult, she was huge, absolutely huge. I think I had her about 8 years before she sadly died. And she molted a few times in my care. And she were absolutely gigantic at end. Just gigantic. She were monstrous. Stunning spider. So she were my first. And it were going to prove the first of many. Question 3, favourite tarantula. You're looking at her. This lass is my favourite. Hands down, she's my favourite. She's the one I've had the longest, although I haven't had her long. I've only had her 6 or 7 years maybe. But when me head had a wobble a few years back and I sewed up, I kept this lass. All other tarantulas I didn't. My centipedes I didn't, but I kept this lass. And that's why she's my favourite. She's absolutely phenomenal. Question 4, dream tarantula. This will be short and sweet because I don't have one. So that's that and knocked out at park. Number 5, how many tarantulas do I own? 16 at the moment. I'm probably one of the YouTubers who has what's considered quite a small amount of tarantulas. Question 6 and 7, introduce and feed a tarantula. Now I'm going to introduce this lass because this tarantula, without a doubt, has been the least featured on my YouTube because she'd never come out of a tunnel. So I rehoused her into this. Now sadly, I can't do a feeding video because none of my tarantulas are hungry. I've fed them locusts and whatnot the other day, and this lass isn't eating yet. So fingers crossed, the feeding videos that I've talked over at the start will make up for that. But this lass is absolutely phenomenal. And like I say, because she wouldn't come out of a cork bark, she's been the least seen tarantula I've got. But yeah, stunning. Question 8. Favourite tarantula YouTuber? Tom Moran. His videos are no nonsense. They're to the point. He does in his videos exactly what his title of the video says. So there's no messing about, it's just bang, 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 and they're brilliant. So Tom Moran's my favourite. Tarantula Addict is another good one. But I mainly watch him to listen to that voice. He's got the voice of an angel, as that lad. Talking of voices, there's Pan. He could probably use his voice as a weapon. You could, drop him behind enemy lines and just have him talk and he'd just absolutely, they'd all be in a trance and asleep because his voice is just absolutely phenomenal. And Mark's Tarantulas is well worth a look at as well. His videos are stupidly professional. If you just look at him, he's good. Question 9. Have you any other pets? Aye, meat pie. To answer Don's question, I've already answered this, but this lass is my favourite tarantula I've ever had. She's just phenomenal, absolutely perfect. Love her to bits. Please look in the description to see who I've tagged. But the question is, do you take photographs of your pets at the moment? If you don't, is it something you're looking to do in the future, or do pics not really do it for you? And that's it. Hope you've enjoyed this video. It's took me bloody ages to do, so cheers, Don.